We are in a rebirthing, and there's that contraction that is necessary for the rebirthing and that can hurt like hell. So, wow, fully alive at this time, taking a wide view on life, taking pause to be with ourselves, to notice our own habits, to notice where we're connected or not from ourselves, from one another, and from this earth, and yay, for the beauty and the wonder that is happening for this planet right now, for the earth herself. I wish it didn't have to hurt so much for so many people. And so maybe we can figure out as we're here in this contraction how to create systems and lines of connection that embrace all beings more fully. And we start with ourselves. So may this practice nourish us today in ways that connect all aspects of ourselves, that nothing is left behind, nothing is shut out or resisted, that we embrace ourselves entirely with power, with steadiness, with the trembling of the vulnerability of opening to the new, to the unknown. So, if you will, as you inhale, I want you just to really imagine that breath embracing all that you are. Feel that breath throughout your whole body. Let it kind of give you a big hug. And as you exhale, let's really hug in from our body as we rise the breath back out into the world, our unique expression. So, inhale, let that breath fill you up and expand everything softly. And as you exhale, lift your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, root chakra. Lift the navel up slightly. Squeeze the bottom tips of the lungs and ribs slightly with the end of your exhale. So we're going to extend that exhale out as long as you can without forcing. And let the inhale come in, welcoming all that is because we can. And as you exhale, first soften. Imagine any tension, busyness, or distraction to melt away. And extend that exhale. Give a little squeeze at your base. So every exhale, it's kind of like you're stopping yourself from peeing midstream. You're like pulling the pelvic floor up, engaging into the core, a little lift of the navel. And then continue, if you're able, a little squeeze into the bottom tips of the lungs. So little core engagement every exhale. It's going to help with stability as we move into the practice further as well. Continue. Breath full in the nose. Let that breath embrace all that you are, all that you are, all of it. And exhale, arise, that breath up and out, releasing anything not serving you, and then hugging in to your pure essence. Continue long, slow breaths in the nose. And as you exhale, breath out the mouth, rising that breath up and out, breathing out, maybe even with a little bit of force there, like, or so like you're steaming up a window or blowing candles, or sighing exhales. So sighing exhales can also help. All of these exhales with a gentle force can help to release more metabolic waste, to calm the nervous system down, to make more room for a deeper, fuller inhale, which means, again, more easy nervous system, more circulation, greater immunity. That. So many reasons for this deep, full breath. Inhaling, embracing you. Exhaling, melting a bit, and then a big inside hug, squeeze. Continue in this way another minute or two. I highly encourage letting the jaw go as much as you can. Notice the habitual tension that's often in our jaw or neck or shoulders. Let the exhale melt that. Sigh your breath out. Drip your shoulders down. Every exhale, lift that pelvic floor up. Fly the navel up and back. Engage as you hug into center and empty as completely as you can without struggle. Another 5 breaths or so in this way. Continue with these long, slow breaths, really focusing in that embrace of yourself, the engagement into Mulabandha or your root, our center of our connection to earth, a sense of safety, family, community, our ancestors. And let's begin to pulse through the root and the sacral chakra. So inhale and bring your hands to your knees and with the hands on the knees, pull your shoulders on the back and reach your heart forward. As you exhale, pull the navel back and round through your spine. Follow your breath. Inhale, pull back, open forward. Exhale, press into the knees and round back. Big full breaths in this way. I'm still with you. I just made a spill and I'm going to wipe it out. Next time that you round to the back, let's begin to circle that. Give a little pull onto that right thigh. Press the left thigh away. Bring the torso forward. Press that right thigh away. Torso to the side and back. Big, big circles in this way. Really try to get that roll of the pelvis, the bowl circling. So if you had a marble or water in that bowl, it's going to all sides equally. Continue. And take your time. The next time that you come to the back, switch directions. Last breath or two in that way, and begin to spiral your way back towards center. As you come back to center, roll the shoulders, roll your mouth. So we're looking to get that whole line of jaw, neck, and shoulder released here. And as usual, if perchance you want to get this day a little more exciting, as you roll your mouth, you might say, wow, wow, wow. And get the biggest stretch you can through your jaw. Let go of any tension or holding there. And we'll switch directions. Oh. And then inhale and shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, drop shoulders, jaw, voice. Again. Inhale, careful with this, of course, David. Lift and squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, letting go. One more. Big breath in the nose and horse lips. Big inhale, and as you exhale, turn, look to your right as far as you can. Pull that left shoulder back and breathe into that twist of your neck. Inhale there. As you exhale, come on back to center. Inhale to the other side, looking as far back as you can. Pull that right shoulder back. Inhale there. As you exhale, come on back through center. We're going to the other side again. Inhale, turn. And then dip your chin towards the opposite shoulder, your ear towards that shoulder. So a little difference in the neck there. Drip your chin down to your chest, and then inhale, lift center, and exhale, other side. Sorry, twisting. And then dip the chin down, ear to the shoulder. And bring the fingertips out to the sides. Press strong into your fingertips. Lift up through your spine. Root into the earth. Press down. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Press out through those left fingers. Soft jaw. Again, dip your chin towards that shoulder this time. The open side shoulder, and then exhale, release chin to chest. Inhale, roll shoulders on the back, lift tall. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, push through those right fingers, deep full breath. Big breath in the nose. As you exhale, tuck your chin towards that right shoulder. Inhale, and as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, rise up, flow your arms up, gather up energetically. And let's bring the palms together, center and focus down through the mind down into the heart. Press into the palms, work your shoulders on the back, lift your heart up. Feel again that breathful embrace of your heart, of all that may be happening in your heart today. Yes, I hear you. I see you. I tend to you, the garden of my heart. And I encourage you now to find a word, a mantra, or an image, something that lights your heart up, something that inspires you forward. Let this be the intention or dedication for your practice, the thing that we direct the energy of your practice to. What would you choose to grow or to celebrate with this growing new moon, with this burgeoning spring? See it, breathe it, know it's already your truth, and make it an affirmative statement. I am that. I am all light. I am joyful blossoming. I am powerfully vulnerable. I am grateful in the dance. Whatever it is for you, let it be simple and easy to repeat. And may all the energy and effort of this practice be for the greatest good, for ourselves in body, mind, and spirit, and may it ripple out. May all beings benefit. May all beings be joyous and free and safe from harm. May we all awaken together now to our inner connectedness. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes, if you will. Join me, 3 ohms. And if you will, joining in with the blossoming of this spring, press into your pinkies and your thumbs and spread your fingers out, blossoming the lotus of your heart. Imagine that lotus of your heart blossoming, your intention, your yes. See it shining out through your body, mind, through your life, into the world. Breathe into that yes. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me in 3 rounds of ring, ring. So ha at the beginning and the ng at the end, with a smile on your face for the ring part. Exhale and empty. Inhale your heart. Really lifting the pelvic floor with your breath. Let's float the hands down, shake your legs out as needed, and we'll make our way onto the mat. Come to stand on your mat as you're ready. Just a little shy. And as you come to stand, shake leg, shake your other leg, shake your legs out. Shake your hands out, give your shoulders a little shimmy. Use your voice, use your breath. Shaking, it's so important. Do it. Dancing, just shake it out every day. When you're feeling intense, just shake it out. It's really helpful. You see it, the animals do it. It's a thing. Releasing stickiness in the body, releasing emotion, releasing anything blocked. Nothing blocked in this body. We're going to be clear channels for life, fully alive, feeling all the feels, letting them move through. And exhale. Begin to find your way towards a steadiness, and we'll play just into the feet now. You're welcome to continue shaking if you like, but I want you to bring awareness into your roots, into your feet. Lift and spread your toes, and then root them down. Lift the heels, lift and spread the toes, root and lift your heels. Pulse. That could be faster or slower as you like. You could stay just like that, or you could add the arms with your breath and lift the heels. Inhale. Exhale it back down. Inhale, rise everything up, and exhale back down. Continue a few more, moving with your breath. into the feet strong. Inhale, open wide and gather up. And exhale, center and focus in. Follow your breath again down to the earth with your exhale. Inhale, open wide. Gather up the sky, the great potential of this day, of your life, of this crazy time that we are in. So much bright potential here. Gather it up, center it in, bring it through mind, third eye, down into your heart, down to the earth, root into the earth, rise up, open up, gather up the sky. One more like that, follow your breath. Remembering yourself as a channel between earth and sky. One more time, we're coming back up and we're gonna switch it there. Inhale at the top, take hold of the left wrist and lift up and over into a side bend. Push into the outside of that left foot and reach to that arm. Big breath, pull it into the bottom tip of that left lung. Inhale as you exhale, lift from the navel, come up, switch your hands. Take hold of your right wrist, lift up and over, side bend. Push into the outside of that right foot. Inhale and stretch it out. Another breath cycle here. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, come on back. And side to side with your breath here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, transition. Inhale, flow. Exhale, transition. Your breath leads the movement. One more to each side. Back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Press into the palms, shoulders on the back. Lift your heart bright. Feel that aliveness awakening in your body. Channel it to your heart's yes. See it, breathe it. No matter what happens or doesn't, I am. That's your truth. Whatever your I am is, or just the truth that you are. You are all that. You are the divine. You are consciousness manifest. We are an integral part of this dance, and everything we say and do matters. Inhale your heart's yes. And as you exhale, hopper step wide. And fix your pants. Okay, heels in, toes out. And we're just gonna pulse here a little bit. So I really want you to really connect this with the breath. So we're gonna go inhale as you sink down. At first, we're gonna press those inseams wide. We really wanna make sure the middle knee and middle toe are pointing the same direction. As you exhale, hug the earth, lift your arches, lift your pelvic floor, lift your navel, strong core, mula bandha, like the spring here, pulling that earth energy up that's been waiting for us to grab it to just blossom our hearts and our minds. And so that, here we go. Inhale, sink it down, knees wide. Exhale, pull it up, let it lift and blossom your heart. Feel your plant energy. We're going to continue with this earthy theme this week and pulling up that earth energy, blossoming your heart again. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, arches lift, kneecaps, quads, pelvic floor, navel. There it is. All right, we're going to add some to the upper body here. So interlace your hands, palms open, and let's bring them to the crown of the head. So palms up, fingers interlaced. Inhale as you bend into the knees, reach the arms up and pull the breath down into the bottom tips of that lungs. We really want to get strong breathers here. Pulling that breath down on your inhale again as you exhale. Come on back up. Hug the legs straight, feet are hugging the earth strong. Everything you've done so far is activated here. Inhale, stretch it up. Pull the breath into the bottom tips of the lungs and exhale, lift arches, knees, quads, navel, pelvic floor. Resetting. Excuse me, 3 more breaths. Again, those strong exhales with sound encouraged throughout the practice. I know sometimes I lose count. We're coming down one more time. Inhale, pull the breath into the bottom tips of your lung. Exhale, right elbow to the left, right thigh, and reach up and out of that left arm. Again, pull the breath into the bottom tip of that left lung. Inhale there as you exhale. Come on through center. Inhale, press that thigh wide. Reach that top arm long, pull the breath into the bottom tip of that lung. Really try to strengthen up those bottom tips. Empty them completely, fill them up. Moving with the breath. Exhale through center, just with the breath now. Inhale, reach, pull the breath down. Exhale, transition, follow your breath. Lots of core strength here, lifting arches, lifting pelvic floor. Once again, each side. Back to center, fierce goddess, Devyasana. Give me a fierce face, lion's breath. And a little more burn in those legs. Let's go. Hands to the thighs. Press the thighs wide. Stick your booty out behind you. Inhale your spine long. And as you exhale, press that left thigh away. Turn your navel back. Rotate. Look over that right shoulder. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale, open center. Exhale, press and spiral other side. Let the breath lead you side to side. Couple more each side. Take your time once you're even on both sides. Again, inhale, open center, fierce goddess, lion's breath. And shine it out, superstar. Feet parallel, arms out. Squeeze to center, hug the feet in, squeeze your shoulders on the back. Maybe shake your booty, why not? It's Friday. Feel your star power here. Again, strong core, feet are hugging the earth. And think about the dome of the foot, the arch. In this pelvic floor, you have the same thing. Lift up through that dome of the pelvic floor, of your diaphragm, the dome of the crown of your head. So using that rooting earth energy to blossom fully all these centers. Next, exhale, arms down behind you. Clasp your hands, interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms together, shoulders on the back. You can roll that around a little if you like. Keep working palms together, little bend in the elbows, work the shoulders on the back. Your feet are hugging the earth strongly. And inhale, lift the pelvic floor, lift your heart. Exhale, bow in, bring that clasp of the hands over your head. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. Give your head a little nod or roll around. Relax the neck as you squeeze shoulders on the back. And let's float the hands down to the floor. Inhale, walk the hands forward, stretch your hips back. And then let's walk towards your right foot. Pivot that right foot into a lunge. But don't walk the hands all the way over yet. We're gonna do like down dog, upper body at a 45-degree angle from your hips. So you're in a kind of a warrior one stance with your legs and your upper body from the hips through your hands, or like in a down dog. Claw the earth, scoop the elbows towards one another, wrap the shoulders wide, keep that right hip pulling back, and the navel lifting, heart melting towards the earth. And let's pivot up on that back foot and walk inside that front leg, lizard lunge. And let's rock and roll over the back foot, wake it up. Soften your jaw. You could stay on the hands here, or you could come down to the forearms here. Again, big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. If you need to ground a little more, go ahead and lower that back heel down, a knee down, excuse me. Otherwise, keep it up, little rock and roll. Good morning, hips. Good morning, hips. A couple more deep, full breaths here. Come back up onto your hands. Let's pivot both feet back parallel. Walk the hands forward and press your hips back. Reach your heart to the earth. Claw your fingertips. Big inhale and exhale. Really melting the heart down. And let's bend into that left knee, pivot the toes into lunge on that side. Back heels in a bit, toes like a warrior one stance. And again, that upward or down dog with the upper body. Pull your left hip back, plug it in, reach both hips back, navel back, heart forward, press the earth away, long spine, relax your neck. Last breath or so there. As you're ready, pivot that back heel up, walk inside the front foot, and lizard lunge. Rock and roll it over your back toes. Stretch out that foot. Soft jaw as inspired. Maybe come down to your forearms. Again, if you need to, please land the back knee and mellow out. We want to be in deep, full breaths wherever you're at. So if the breath is staggering or struggling, then please turn it down. Turn your efforts down in your form and just return to being with just the breath. Deep, full breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Strong exhales with that lift of the pelvic floor every time. So get that plant energy. You're drawing the sky down through your body into your roots, your feet, your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, you're reaching up from earth energy through your roots, through your body, blossoming out through your heart, your mouth, your head. Last couple breaths here. And now let's go to whatever end of the mat is your front end. So come on through center and maybe take a little moment there to just feel center. And then I'm going to invite you to walk your hands to the front of your mat and step back into plank pose. Inhale, strong core in plank pose. Soften the heart. Keep the navel lifting. Hands are directly under the shoulders. Pull the hands towards one another. Pull the hands and feet towards one another. Feel that shaking in your body, all that brilliant aliveness, your strength, your power. See it. Channel it to your intention. Breathe it. Repeat that intention. I am. All this energy, all this effort, fuel for your I am. Breathe it. You could stay here. You could just simply come to forearm plank, or I'm going to invite you to a challenge. Keep those ribs and hips connected, strong core. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Left forearm, right forearm. Come up, left hand, right hand. Down to the right forearm, left forearm. Up onto the right hand, left hand. Pulsing with your breath, side to side. Keep that core engaged as much as you can, not letting anything kind of flop around here, but nice and steady. After this, we're just going to lay down on the belly. So know that that's coming. And let's continue. 5 or 6 more breaths. Inhale, plank, either one. Exhale, shift forward and lower down. Woo, to your belly. Great job, y'all. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Hands forward of the elbows. Press into the feet, stretch the legs back. Root into your forearms and drag the earth back. Reach your heart forward. Push into your pubic bone and sacrum. Lengthen through your spine. Breathe your heart's yes here in Sphinx pose. In the nose, out the mouth. Next, inhale, drag yourself forward even more. Let the elbows come wide and lower down. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, and let's roll the shoulders up to the ears, together on the back, and then pull elbows and shoulders down and back. Just a nice little shoulder roll here in very tiny baby cobra. soft mouth. Inhale, rock up with that baby cobra. Lift the navel, lift your heart. Exhale, drag yourself forward, lower down. 2 more just like that. Push into your pubic bone. Lift the navel, lift the heart open. Exhale, drag yourself forward and lower down. Move with your breath. 1 more just like that. Next time you come down with the hands under your shoulders, roll one shoulder and then the other. So you get a little sway going side to side. And you could stay low with those side to side shoulder rolls and the sway of your spine, or press into your pubic bone. Lift the navel, let that sway side to side and that shoulder roll take you up into a high cobra or wherever your edge is, and then back down. Keep that navel lifting and press very strongly into your sacrum. That's how we support the low back here. Strong core, strong rooting of your fulcrum or your sacrum. Same thing. And let that roll take you up and down with your breath. Last breath or 2. And drag yourself forward, lower down, and bring the elbows wide. Hands directly under the fingertips, directly under the elbows. So elbows wide, straight out to the side, the whole length of the upper arm bone, and then fingertips underneath the elbows. Pull the earth together, pull the fingers together on the earth, claw in. Don't actually pull the fingers together, just claw the earth and get a lot of muscular strength in the hands there. And then scoop the shoulders together on the back and down the back. Lift up through your heart. Inhale, big breath here. As you exhale, spiral right shoulder to the ground. Turn, look over the left. Inhale, roll open, center. Exhale, spiral, other side. Moving with your breath, strong core, strong sacrum rooting into the earth. Pubic bone is pushing into the earth to support the low back. Let's move with your breath once more to each side, or whatever you need to be even on both sides. Take your time once you're complete. Inhale, open center. Exhale, lower down. We're going to play here just a little longer. Interlace your hands on your sacrum and push your sacrum down and back. Root your sacrum into the earth and squeeze elbows and shoulders to the sky. Root into the sacrum so much you maybe feel the rest of the body wanting to come up. Squeeze the legs together, pull the hands back, the clasp of your hands towards where the ceiling and wall meet. Hug in and lift up as much as you can here. Lengthen out as much as you can breathfully without any discomfort in the low back. Next exhale, come down with the hands and the legs. Inhale, open front body, cobra. Exhale, lower the front body down. Pick your hands up, squeeze the legs together, lift the legs up. Inhale, push into your hands, come up, cobra. Exhale, squeeze the legs together, come up, pick your hands up. Pulse that, legs down, pressing into hands. Legs up as you lift the hands. 3 more. Toes together, knees wide, press on back, child's pose. Let's play with this child's pose a moment. So push hips back, inhale. As you exhale, pull your hips way out to one side, chest forward of the hands. Please pad your knees if you need to. Hips way out to the other side and back to the heels. Big, big hip circles. Moving with your breath. At the back, switch directions. Soft jaw. Ride those waves of your breath. Couple more. And then pause at the back. Turn your toes under. Toe pads on the floor. Again, if this is a lot on your knees, please modify as needed. And tuck your chin a lot so you're coming onto the crown of the head just above the ears as you hold the heels or hold your ankles and lift the hips. So counter pose for your spine.
Hold the heels or the ankles, lift the hips, tuck the chin a whole lot so you're on the crown of your head. Push into your head like your Tadasana for your neck, strong mountain, bouncing off gravity, feeling your neck strength. Feel that tractioning as you pull away from the hold of your heels. Breathe length of spine. Breathe between your shoulder blades. Last inhale there. As you exhale, release the hips back to the heels and interlace the hands on your sacrum. Squeeze the palms together and lift the clasp of the hands to the sky as you lift the hips back up. You may want to walk the knees back a little bit. Again, squeeze palms, lift them up to the sky, squeeze the shoulders on the back, and then move those hands overhead as much as you can towards the floor. You could play with shoulder rolls here, or lift, squeeze, inhale, exhale, melt the shoulders back down. Any little pulsations, 2 or 3 more breaths. That strong core in your exhale. Last inhale as you exhale, lift from your hands, lift from the navel, roll up to sit on your feet and spread your toes out. Good morning, souls. Breathe down into your soles as you inhale and stretch the arms up to the sky. Breathing into that root, let's make a big old blossom out our face here. Strong exhale, lion's breath. 4 more like that. I'm imagining I'm just like, bam, throwing flowers out into the world. Lift the pelvic floor as you do. Lift the navel, fly it up, squeeze that breath out. 2 more. Excuse me. And here we go. Back to hands and knees, and give your toes a little love tap out there. Claw your fingertips and pull the hands and knees towards one another. Lift the tail, lift the crown, open up into cobra, and exhale, or excuse me, cat, cow. Oh, so many creatures. And then lift the navel, drop the tail and the crown, round through into cat. Inhale, open up, cow. Exhale, round, cat. Fluid spine. Breathful body. Please stay with that. Rest as needed, modify as needed. You could do that in a seat, or stretch the right leg back, left fingers forward. Push through the heel and reach through the crown of the head. Knit the ribs and the hips together and level out here as much as you can. Inhale and stay there, or exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, reach, exhale. I'm going to switch location. You keep going. The next time you send that leg back, keep reaching back through that leg, front hand down. Push into the outside of that back foot. Root down into that foot. Inhale, stretch that top arm long. Again, pull the breath deep and full as you can into the bottom tip of that lung. Stay right there, or arm vinyasa. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep. Last time around, pull that back foot up into the core. Maybe come up onto the bottom fingers and squeeze everything into the core. Stay right there if that's a great edge for you. Or maybe bend into that top knee. Reach back for the ankle or foot and kick back. Squeeze your shoulders on the back. Lift your heart and breathe. Your heart's yes. Repeat. I am. So it is. Let's take a little grounding moment here. So options, you could stay there longer. You can unfurl into quarter moon, or inhale and reach through that top arm. Bring the knee back into the nose, squeeze and shift forward. Cross that foot over the other knee and take pause to press back. Sit on or between your heels. Any variations here, just getting a little grounding.
A little outer hip opening, soft jaw, soft tongue, breathful body. Last 2 breaths here, strong exhales. And roll on up and back to your seat. Unwind the legs. We're going to play with a little bit of core here. Hug into your knees. Use that hug of the knees to pull the feet off the earth. If you can, land the feet whenever you need to. Use that hug of the knees also to lift the lower back up, lift your heart up. You could stay here. I'm calling this for the season seed pose. So this is the seed of your intention, that hug into yourself, your beneficial contraction. Stay here as you like, or begin to sprout. Legs out, hold on to the legs or the earth to keep lifting the chest. Maybe legs up, again, hold the legs or the earth, keep lifting the chest, stay there, or arms up if you don't need to use them, straight out or straight up if you're so inspired. Stay in any of these shapes or let's play just 3 rounds. Hug in, seed. Begin to unfurl, sprout. And now we're gonna go blossom. Legs wide, arms wide. Hug in, seed. Sprout. Blossom, yeah. One more, seed. Sprout. Blossom. And then cross your ankles if this is possible for you. Roll on over, find your way back to hands and knees. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. With your breath, 2 more. And then steady core, strong core, soft heart. Knit those ribs and hips together. And second side, extend that left leg back or opposite back leg. Push through that heel, level your hips out. As you're ready, opposite arm. Deep full breaths here. Steady there as much as needed to get breathful. When you're ready, inhale here and exhale, squeeze. Hug in, squeeze that breath out as strong as you can. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow, elbow to knee. 2 more. And then stretch that back leg back and turn your toes to point out to the side. Keep reaching through that back leg, root it down and reach that top arm forward. Really root into the outside of that back foot, reach through your fingertips. Feel your roots, feel your blossoming, the beautiful garden of your heart vibrating with life force. You want to make sure that bottom hand is a little forward of your shoulder here so you can scoop that shoulder blade down. Great, stay there. Inhale, open arm. Exhale, reach away, heavy bottom ear. Getting that side body stretch, heart opening, neck stretch. 3 more breaths like that. Next time you come around, hug in, strong core. Again, that bottom hand is forward of the shoulder, so you can scoop the shoulder blade down. Maybe come onto those fingers, strongly pull them towards one another without moving them. So you got lots of core strength in your hand. Stay here as inspired or bend that top knee. Reach back for ankle or foot and kick back. Squeeze your shoulders on the back, lift your heart. Last breath or 2 here. Breathe and repeat your yes. Stay longer if you like, or slow and steady unwind, quarter moon, and then again reach forward, hands down, pull that knee in towards your nose, squeeze the breath out, shift forward and cross the foot over, press the hips back onto or between your heels. Find an edge here where there's 0 sharp knee pain. Bow into yourself. Breathe your hips. This can be done lying on the back if it's too much on the knees for any reason. Soft jaw.
Last few breaths here. Engage pelvic floor, Mula Bandha as you exhale.
Sorry, you're welcome. And roll on up. Sit on your seat. Unwind the legs. Pull with your feet on the earth. Pull in to lift lower back, lift heart. Stay there as you like, or same thing here. We're going to play with our seed, sprout, blossom. Hug into your knees. Try to find that balance on your sits bones. Lift the pelvic floor and the navel here. So we've got a strong core action the whole time. Deep, full breaths. And breathe your seed. Imagine into it what seeds of inspiration or creativity are arising for you. Let's imagine them sprouting, whatever edge of sprout, whatever edge of boat. And then that silly big wide one, you can always bring hands to the floor or whatever you need to support that. Seed, sprout, blossom, seed, sprout, blossom, seed, sprout, blossom. Yeah, one more. Here we go. Seed, sprout, blossom. Cross your ankles, roll on through, up and back, downward dog. Bicycle your feet. Wag your tail. Grow your right leg up and back to the sky. Flex the foot. Press that hip open. Keep the hips and the shoulders as squared as you can. And armpits even, hands active. Pull up and back from that knee and press the foot open to your side. Breathe your hips, stay there, or big hip circles. Moving with your breath. Switch directions. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, foot forward between the hands. Inhale, hug in, rise up, high lunge. You might stop with hands at hips, pause, root down, lengthen out, or arms to the sky. Hook your thumbs or clasp your hands and pull on whatever hold you've got. Use that pull like you're trying to break them apart to squeeze your shoulders together on the back and zip up pubic bone to heart and breathe your heart's yes. Last great inhale. As you exhale, drop that back heel down, hands down. Interlace the hands on your sacrum and push sacrum down. Bend that front knee deeply. Stay there or pull the hands down the back. Squeeze the shoulders on the back and shine your heart up to the sky. Breathe your heart's yes. Last big inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to come to warrior 3 on the front leg. So maybe you're releasing the hands if needed. Keep the hands if you're able. Level the hips out side to side and push through that back heel and the crown of your head. Breathe your standing balance. If you want to work to strengthen your knees or just challenge the pose a bit, tiny, tiny little bend of that front knee. If you want to add glute strengthening here, bend that top knee and push the foot to the sky. What? So many things. Yep, you got this. Take what's right for you. Focus on just the part that's right for you. If you can hold it all right now, so it is. That's our practice. Last breath or two in this way. And
the exhale, hands to the ground, stretch that legs to the sky, standing split. You could walk into that standing leg hug in, or you could walk the hands forward if you like. You can move to a wall if you want to. And inhale with the hands forward, 1.5 foot or so. Exhale, claw your fingertips. Pull up from that pelvic floor. Pelvic floor pulls up. Inner thighs squeeze together. 2 more. And fly back. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. We'll meet in down dog in the next few breaths. Deep, full breaths in the nose, out your mouth. We're kind of peaking here. So this is like top of the mountain. So you feel like, God, this is hard. Just know we are almost there. Everything else is downhill in a good way. When you're ready, down dog. Strong hands. Reach and rise, left leg to the sky. Pull up and back from that leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend that knee and press the foot open, hip open. Keep the shoulders squaring. This can be done on hands and knees if you need. Keep that press open or big hip circles here. Switch directions. Inhale, leg up and back to the sky. Exhale, foot forward between the hands. Take your time, set up down low. Find your breath, your alignment. When you're ready, hands to hips. Square it up. Lengthen the spine. Long, full breaths. Complete those exhales as much as you can. Stay there or stretch the arms to the sky again. Clasp your hands or hook your thumbs and pull. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Shine out through that back heel and up through the navel. Bye, Catherine. Thank you. Happy food receiving. Last breath or two here. Big inhale as you exhale, back heel down, hands down, squeeze the palms. I'm not sure if I directed back heel down last time. Do it if you need. Keep squaring, hugging into core. Find any edge of back bend. Deep full breaths as you lift the heart to the sky. Breathe your yes. Please stay as you like or inhale here, and as you exhale, rise back up, pull into your core. Again, inhale to steady yourself and exhale to transition. Find your warrior 3, any variation with the arms. Last breath or so here. At any point, you can release the arms to the ground, leg to the sky, standing split. Walk into your standing leg, hug in. One or both hands. Let the neck go, bow in. Stay there. Come to your wall, or just walk the hands forward 1.5 feet or so. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift from the pelvis. Little pulses, or if you're so inspired, come on up. About 5 more breaths. Handstand, your variation. Handstand, as much as it may cause anxiety, is a really great anxiety releaser. Even if you can't quite get there, just the attempts, that'll burn some stuff out. Last breath or so. And then make your way back through vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. We'll meet in child's pose in the next few breaths, or anything like child's pose that's turning in, that's grounding, that's inviting yourself to slow down and take pause. Virasana, child's pose, whatever's right for you. Feel your breath.
Again, let that breath embrace all of the energy that's present right now. Hug it in, draw it into your heart center. As you exhale, rise from your root up to blossom your heart's yes. Blossom your voice's yes. Your mind's yes. Shining out. Steady here, long, slow breaths. See the energy of your practice nourishing your heart's yes. Your heart's yes shining out through your body mind, through your life, into the world. May all the energy and effort of this practice nourish you in your body, your mind, your heart, your emotions. May you be soothed. May all the layers of your being be connected and hold one another with compassion and integrity. Feel your oneness, your connection to spirit, to infinite. Please stay resting as you are or return to that at any point. I'm going to offer a bunch of variations here that all kind of build on each other so that you can move towards a headstand. If you're really comfortable in headstand, take a longer headstand. Go for it. Otherwise, here's some options. Stay resting again or come back here anytime. Or as you're ready, we'll come onto the elbows. I'm going to offer this headstand because I feel like it keeps the more pressure out of the neck for people. Some people prefer the other version, even beginner headstanders. So that's the other version with the hands and the head at 3 points of an equilateral triangle. Otherwise, same thing here. Your elbows are as wide as the shoulders, and where your hands meet, that's where your head goes. Hands interlace. Head is, you come to the crown of the head inside the hands. And here we'll push into the elbows, lift your head up. And just play with that. Push into the elbows, lift your head up. Stay with that, or as inspired, come into down dog. Try the same thing. Push into the elbows, lift your head up. So just feel how much you can keep the weight out of the neck here. This ends up being more of a forearm balance. And walk the feet in, if you feel comfortable, as much as you can. Stay there, or maybe pull one knee into your core. Stay there. Maybe you're switching legs. Maybe you can feel that lightness where both feet want to like up. Tuck into the core here. Feel if you could push into your forearms and how you could just lighten your head up here. You want to have the weight just above the ears. You could stay right there, or you could play with pushing one leg up, maybe pushing both legs up. Plug the shoulders in, press into the forearms, come back out as needed, set up or play with any of that fundamental stuff that helps make this possible. Stay here, or if by chance this is very easy for you, use that core to support you. Then you could inhale here and exhale, hips back and feet lower towards hip height. Inhale, pull the feet up to the sky, and exhale, hips back, feet lower towards hip height. And pulse that as you like. It's very challenging, so only do it if this is comfortable for you. Otherwise, play with any of that setup stuff. We just have a couple more breaths here. Next exhale, tuck your knees in and return to the earth in child's pose. I would suggest bringing the arms back alongside you here, or hold one wrist with the other hand on your low back. Give a gentle but firm press of your forehead into the earth. So you're creating a little reverse pressure for your neck, finding neutral again. With a little pressure of your forehead into the earth, slowly but firmly roll your head
from side to side. Soft jaw. Focus on those exhales. If you're holding one wrist, hold the other for a little bit. You could stay with that roll or simply breathful here. As inspired, I invite you to commune with Louise, with Brahmari or Bee's breath. So, connecting to all those little things, every little thought, every little word, every little action that makes a difference in the big picture. Thank you, bees. May we too be pollinators for the beauty, the blossoming. Exhale and empty. Inhale your back body. 3 rounds of breeze breath or Brahmari. And pull from your hands, roll on up.
Come on through to lie on your back. Lying on your back, hug your knees into your chest and feel your back body, your connection to earth, and just kind of rock and roll around there. Oh, thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you for all the wow, all the pleasure, all the effort, all the edges, all of the breath, all the possibilities. Thank you, body. In hip circles, drawing circles wide with the knees and back together. Massage into your low back, into your hips. Switch directions of your circles. Check in with your jaw. And then let's place the feet to the floor, knees bent. Hip points, those bones on the front of your hips, equidistant with your knees, with your feet. Bring the elbows to your sides, elbows bent, and press strongly. Keep the sacrum on the floor at first. Lift your chin so that the pressure on the head is right behind the upper ears. Like if you follow that straight back to the center back of the head, press there. Press into your elbows and back of the head. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. So you really want to feel a strong cervical spine or the strong neck curve here. Again, that little bit of pressure helping to unwind from any pressure you may have put moving towards headstand. Breathe here, that work across the wings of your heart. Breathe here into the strength of your neck and the softness of your jaw. Keep that strong activity in elbows, shoulders, head. Inhale, and as you exhale, tilt that tailbone up, lift, press into the elbows. Maybe you can squeeze the shoulders in a bit more if you'd like. Interlace the hands behind you. Squeeze your palms together and rock side to side. Get your shoulders on the back.
Press strongly into hands, elbows, keep squeezing those shoulders together. And again, lift your chin so the pressure is right behind the ears and the center back of your head. Root into all those back body points and lift the hips high. Notice if your knees are trying to go wide and hug your knees in like you're squeezing onto a block. You could squeeze onto a block if you want to here. Actually, many blocky options here.
If you want to, you could use that block between the thighs to get a little more core work, a little more mula bandha, deep root work whenever we're activating those upper inner thighs. So you would hold that block nice and close and friendly up in the center there. Squeeze onto the block. Feel how as you squeeze that whole pelvic bowl, that whole girdle there, and gets activated. You could use that right there or keep that if you're inspired to go into a fuller back bend. If you want more rest here at this point, that's fine too. Please don't turn your head to the side if there's muscular engagement in the head, neck, and shoulders. So if you want to see me, just relax and then turn to the side. And you'll bring the block if you want a more restful time here as we wind down. You could bring the block to your sacrum, the big bone at the base of your spine. Let the sacrum fully, squarely, or triangularly rest on the block. And you could stay there with the arms wrapped around the block in bridge. And that could be any height of block. I like it at the highest height for most people. It's best in the middle. Lower is also a great place too, depending on your body, depending on the day. Breathe this opening here. Feel free to stay there as long as you like. Otherwise, I'm going to give some options to move towards shoulder stand. If you have a strong shoulder stand practice, again, go for it. You could do it at the wall to be more supported as you like. Options on a block at any point, if you want to come into a supported shoulder stand, keep the sacrum rooting on the block, just lift the legs up. You're going to get a lot of the same benefit of shoulder stand right here. Otherwise, if you're in bridge, you will have no block now. Move your block away. Squeeze the shoulders. Lift up, bend the elbows, hold your hips. Optionally, you could come down to the earth and rock and roll back. Otherwise, from bridge with your hips lifted, we'll pick up one knee and then the other. Move those legs towards overhead halasana or plow pose. And once you come into plow, interlace your hands again, squeeze the palms together, squeeze your shoulders together, and keep lifting the chin. So again, the pressure's on the center back of the head. Rest in plow as you like, toes moving towards the floor. Big breaths. Stay there or bend the elbows once again. This time, walk your hands up your spine towards your shoulder blades and lift the legs to the sky and pull up from the legs. Lift the pelvic floor, lift up from your heels. So lots of core engagement and keep lifting the chin. So pressures in center back of the head, pressures on the shoulders, strong core, lift through heels, lift the chin. Shoulder stand as long as you like, any variations there. So again, this could be resting with your sacrum on the block. This could be with your feet up the wall. Many ways to support yourself here. Please don't push into something new today, but just do what's right for you. Or do push into something new if you're inspired and it feels safe and breathful. Don't force into anything new. How about that? Stay there as long as you like. At any point, you could lower the legs overhead, coming back to plow or halasana. You could rest your knees on your forehead, temples, or ears. If you're going there, you could wrap the arms around the back of the legs. So plow or karnapidasana, both of these poses are very grounding for the nervous system, very turning in. This could also be a forward fold on your seat. If this is too much for you for any reason to have the forward fold with the legs overhead, then just sit and bow in over your legs to wherever your edge is. Again, no forcing, please hug muscles to bones. And then melt, melt, melt. Take pause in any shape to bow into yourself. Thank you, body. Thank you, body.
Give some breathful little kisses to your nervous system. Know that right now there's part of our minds on fight flight, like most of the time. We're being asked to be. So come off of it as much as you can. Remind yourself you're safe. You're safe. It's okay. It's okay. We're in a time of mystery. We're in a time of new beginnings, which means also a time of dissolution or endings. As life does, it turns one thing into the next. What would we choose to grow right now? Energy goes where your mind goes. Find that clear point of focus. Breathe it. Please stay longer wherever you want to be, or we're going to move slowly through into Matsyasana or fish pose. So this could come from plow, or it could come from sitting. If you're coming from plow, extend the arms out on the floor, palms down, squeeze the legs together, and resist your roll down. Press your hands, squeeze your legs, and slowly unroll your spine to the earth. One vertebra at a time. Use that core strength. Slow and steady. Resist the roll down. Resist, resist, slow and steady. Hug in. And then slowly, as the legs come through center, they begin to act like the lever. It could help here to have the hands under the edge of your seat a bit, not on the bones, but just under the muscles. And slowly, as the legs reach away, the shoulders squeeze and the heart lifts up. Squeeze the shoulders together and come ever so lightly onto the base of on the top of your skull. Options, I'm just going to demo this from a seat. You could start in a seat, legs out in front of you. Again, you could have the hands together, hands under the edge of your booty a little bit. Come down to your elbows, squeeze the shoulders on the back, and puff your chest up. Squeeze, squeeze shoulders, puff chest up, lift your heart, and slowly drip the head over those strong shoulders towards the earth. Maybe the head rests ever so lightly on the earth. Please stay there as you like, big-hearted fish, or when you're ready, unwind. Come on down to the earth. And again, hug your knees into your chest. And give a little rock into your back body, little massage side to side. Stay with that as you like, or come into any twist. You could just take the hugged knees over to one side, keep the knees as connected as you can. If you've got more space for stretch and you would like to, you can reach that top foot out and hold the foot. If you want to add twisted roots, you could reach down for the bottom foot and kick both feet away in opposite directions. Lift the head and turn away from the top leg. Press into your rooted shoulder and work cross body into the other shoulder. So any twist, working the wings of your heart wide. Breathe the spiral of your spine. Repeat your mantra, your yes, again washing the body mind with that remembrance of your wholeness, your ease, your strength, your joy, how it's all there no matter what. Please stay there as you like, or when you're ready, come back, bend both knees. We'll take a little pause with ankle over knee. And interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh. Ease the top thigh away. Pull in as you press away. Soft jaw. Rock and roll that. Any variations here are welcome if you want to add that back body line or core, or just breathe here, grounding or relaxing. We're at the very end of practice here.
Please stay with the hips longer if you like. I know I didn't get as much into hips as some of you may have wanted, but it's there for you, always right here, this pose, all day long, in a chair, standing, laying down. This is such a great pose every day, all day. It's always there. Oh, and brushing teeth. You could just rest that leg on the front counter. As you're ready, hug your knees in center. And then, as inspired, both knees to your second side. And stay with that, or maybe top leg out, reach for the leg or your foot, bottom leg back, kick the foot back, kick both feet away, lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift and turn your head to look away from the top leg and root into that more rooted shoulder, your cross leg shoulder. Press from that shoulder, cross body into the other one. Breathe your twist. Big rinse water breaths in the nose, out your mouth. Please stay in your twisted root or any twist as long as you like. When you're done, as you come back, you're going to bend both knees again, top ankle over bottom knee. Flex that top foot so your ankle's straight and strong, your knee is safe. Interlace the hands behind your bottom thigh. Pull that bottom thigh back as you ease top thigh away, soft jaw. Big breaths in the nose and breath out the mouth. Yogi's choice. Any variations here? Feel into it. What do you need right now? Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, everybody. You're doing what feels right for you to take care of one another. Thank you for caring. Please stay with any hip opening there as long as you like, or unwind, hug in. Ground here in this hugging in like your seed or a little ball or sponge again, and wring out anything not serving you. Stay with that, or as inspired, you could take a happy baby, little last hip opening there. Also, nice lower back release. If you want to release low back more, pull knees down, push heels to sky. At the same time, pull sacrum down. Try to get that low back curve up. And you can just hold that steady or rock it. Any variations here in your happy baby? Once you're done again, give yourself a big hug. Curl in, hug yourself, squeeze muscles to bones. Squeeze out any residual tension, toxins, busyness, fears, stories that don't matter anymore, old constructs, things that are ready to be dissolved. Let them go. And take a big, bright, brand new breath, never breathed before by you in this lifetime. And unfurl yourself onto your mat. Stretch your legs out, open the arms out, press into head, squeeze the shoulders, press into heels, lengthen tailbone. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze muscles to bones, hug, hug, hold, hold, gather up any tension, exaggerated, and exhale, melt. 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 Again, if there's any residual tension, inhale, gather it up, squeeze it and exaggerate it. And exhale, melt and let it go. Let it go. Let go. Give your body to the earth and bring your awareness to your breath. The breath breathing you. You. This breath flowing through the body mind. You, this body mind, receiving the blessing of breath. Allow yourself to rest completely on this earth, on the waves of breath. Feel how you are held, supported, nourished in your renewal. How we renew together with the earth. Ring Namah Shivaya Tashmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Ring Namah Shivaya Tashmai Shri Gurave Namah. Honoring the teacher in all things, that emission of life from the vibration of consciousness and the retraction of life back from form into consciousness. Inhaling and exhaling the whole universe, your body, all relations, expanding, contracting, renewing, turning. And so it is. I encourage you to rest in Shavasana as long as you like. Stay in meditation as long as you can. Or slowly begin to deepen and lengthen your breath and wiggle and spiral and stretch and come back up to any easy seat. All your comments and questions are welcome now or at any point. Thank you, Eenor, for the music. And thank you all so much for your donations, not required. This is an offering of our hearts and our work. So some of you, though, have been very generous, and I just want to really acknowledge and appreciate that in case I forget to on the digital world. Yeah. Blessed humans, beautiful humans, beautiful facets of this jewel of consciousness. I am so grateful for you in my life. Namaste. So grateful for your practice. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. So grateful you're here with us. This time we need you. We need what you bring to the world. Namaste. I feel so much love for you. Mwah. Thanks, Eenor.
Namaste.
Namaste. Who was that? Kitty is a mystery. I don't know who Kitty is. Bye, Ariel. Love you.
Love you. Chodesh Tov. Happy new moon.
Chodesh Tov. Is that I say it right?
Yeah, Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov. Thank you.
Thank you so
Happy new moon to you, beauty.
much. That is powerful.
Yeah, it was a strong practice. Hopefully everybody modified as they needed to. But I know I had some fire to burn through today. So welcome to my practice. Thank you. I trust the audience that we had, that you all were savvy and able. So I'm grateful to know that about you.
For so many years and still find such newness all the time.
That's how I like to live. Mwah. Yay.
See you soon.
Thank you. See you soon, Ariel. Bye, beauty.
Bye.
Thank you, David.
Thank
Mwah.
you so much, Lucid.
Good to see you, dear one. Thank you. Who is Kitty? I like kittens. Who is this kitten? Is it Kitty, Kitty? Come here, Kitty. Who are you? You don't have to tell me who you are. I just like to know who kittens are. All right, we're about to sign off. Blessings. Bye, y'all. Streaming Face Crack Land. Thanks for joining us.